Hello children, a very warm welcome to the virtual session again. So, we will continue with the revision session of chapter 4, sorting materials into groups. So, let us see what are we going to do today. So, we are learning materials and their properties. We will see today, we have already seen so many properties: rigid, bendy, transparent, soft, hard. So now let us see what are we going to revise today. So in revision we will see hardness or toughness. The property of material to withstand stress without breaking is termed as toughness or hardness. You need not write, it's a revision session children. You have already taken down these points in your notebook, so just go through the video. It will be a reinforcement for you of those concepts, and the concept will be clear in the revision session. Material with high strength and high ductility will have more toughness than the material with low strength and high ductility. So here you just need to understand the property of material to withstand stress without breaking is termed as toughness or hardness. So let us see what is hardness and softness. The criteria over here, you have types of materials, hardness and softness. Material that can be compressed or deformed easily are referred to as soft substances. You must have observed in your day-to-day life, cotton, sponge, and many other. You must have experienced your soft toys. Uh, you have pillows made up of cotton material, so they are all very soft. Whereas material that are difficult to bend or compress are termed as hard substances. So here your hard substances like chalk, iron, you cannot compress it easily as you can do for soft toys, sponge and all that. So you see soft and hard material in your day-to-day life. You can make out their properties of hardness and softness. Here you have materials and their properties, word mat. Uh, Hard materials, here you have wood, metal, plastic, brick, stone, ceramic, ice, diamond, glass. All these you see they all are very hard. So they are hard materials. They classify as hard because you just can't compress it, and you cannot bring any deformation easily in them. That's why they are hard materials. Then soft material, here you have a soft toy made up of uh, cotton fibers or cotton materials. They are very soft to touch. So you have experienced this. You have a pillow here made up of cotton, rubber, which you use in your day-to-day life, and you have a sponge, very soft. So you can easily compress it. You can easily deform it. There are some examples for you: hard material and soft material. Hard material, iron, copper, diamond. Soft material, wool, rubber, cotton. You can have many more examples in your day-to-day life. At home you can see around and you can find some hard material and soft material. You can observe yourself. Now one more criteria of classification of materials based on the property of transparency. Now let us see what is transparency. Material can be grouped into three main categories based on the ability to transmit light. So classification based on transparency, you have transparent, opaque and translucent. So how much light they transmit, that will give a criteria of classification of materials. So let us see. You have transparent, an object that is clear and light can pass through. So the diagram is shown over here. It can allow the light to pass through. That's why they are transparent. So a window pane you can made up of glass. You can see light can pass through. Light can enter in a room through a window made up of glass. You can see in yourself in your day-to-day life. Translucent. So translucent properties lies between transparent and opaque. What are they? an object that is cloudy and only allow part of the light to pass through. So translucent material only allow some amount of light, or partially they will transmit light. That's why they are called as translucent. We will see some examples for the. So partially transmitting light, those are translucent materials. Opaque, they cannot pass light through them. So an object that light cannot pass through is called as opaque. Example, you're given, you have a brick which can light can't pass through brick. So they are completely opaque. You need not write this, children. Is just a revision session for you to clarify your concepts. Now over here, three types of bulb given here. First one, transparent. You can see a glass bulb. It can completely pass light through it. Opaque will not pass light at all. And translucent bulb. So translucent, partially it can pass light through it. So these are three types of bulbs given over here for you to understand the difference between transparent, opaque and translucent. Here a very good example here given. You can see a window over here which have three different types of glasses, and you see a giraffe there passing through. So the visibility of the giraffe you can see over here when the body part, the head part you can see, because the glass, transparent glass of that window, then you can see partially the body part which can be seen through, partially can be seen through translucent, because you cannot see it very clearly. It's a hazy visibility. So that hazy visibility of that body part is translucent. Opaque, you just can't see the remaining body part of the giraffe, because it's completely opaque and light can't pass through it. So over here, this concept with this example should be very clear with you, children. Opaque objects, heavyweight paper, you can have a heavyweight paper example as an opaque objects. Cardboard, aluminum foil, mirror, bricks, buildings, your eyelids and hands, solid wood door, all these are good examples of opaque objects. Transparent objects, you can have here some examples which you see in your day-to-day life. The windows on a school bus, a clear empty glass, a clear window pane, the lenses of some eyeglasses, a clear plastic wrap, the glass on a clock, a hand lens, colored glass, and so many examples which you see in your day-to-day life. You can add in the list. Um, uh, when you try to understand the concept, you can add many more examples in your mind. Translucent objects, here you can have thin tissue paper, wax paper, tinted car windows. Nowadays you get tinted car windows, they are partially they can pass light through, so they are translucent in nature. Frosted glass you get nowadays, they are cloudy, they are hazy. Then clouds itself is a translucent appearance. So this is all translucent objects you can see around you. So here now Bujo is looking through three types of papers. You can see opaque he cannot see at all, light cannot pass through, so he cannot see at all on the other side of the paper. Translucent he can see partially. Transparent he can see completely, because the light can pass through completely there in transparent paper. So just for you to clear your concepts. So now here we need to understand, define transparent object, and we will see some examples. Transparent, translucent and opaque, we will define it over here. An object which allows visible light to pass through it is called a transparent object. We can clearly see through a transparent object. Good example, glass, fish tank. Then an object which allows partial passage to light is called translucent. We have seen so many examples, we have seen so many images here in this session. Then translucent, you have plastic bottle, paper cups. Your paper cup, they are talking of butter paper cup. So butter paper itself is a translucent material. So you nowadays you make a paper cup, that is a butter paper cups you make, those are translucent. So they are not talking about the normal papers which you get, the regular ones. They are talking about the butter paper. Butter paper is translucent in nature. So here the example they are discussing is butter paper cup. An object which does not pass light is called an opaque object. We cannot see through an opaque object. A very good example, wood and metals, you just can't see through it. So here we have defined and we have seen some examples. Does light go through? We will see over here some more examples: transparent, translucent and opaque. So here you can just have a look on these objects where a torch is kept, and you will try to pass light through them, and you will experience which object will completely pass light through, which will allow partial or some amount of light to pass through, or which will not allow light to pass through at all. So here you have transparent, you can have a magnifying glass, spectacles, bulb, glass containing water. Then translucent, you will have some kind of leaves which are translucent in nature. All the leaves are not translucent. Some leaves which have thin texture or very fine texture. Some leaves will show translucent property. Then here they have shown a t-shirt made up of material which is translucent in nature. All t-shirts will not be translucent, but some material we use to make t-shirts or shirts, they are translucent. Then here you have goggles where they have the nature is translucent. So here you can see some examples in your day-to-day life. Your opaque, here you can see plywood, bag, book, spoon. They will not allow light to pass through them. So these are some examples you see in your day-to-day life. You can easily make out in your mind what kind of material they are made up of as per this criteria of passing light through them. So we have already done this assignment, just a repetition for you to revise, just to recap or review. Here you have to state true or false. Opaque is a material through which you are able to see. You have to just state true or false. Soft materials can be compressed or scratched. Brick is opaque while butter paper is translucent. Iron is softer than sponge. Air is opaque. So you just have to state whether they are true or false. Thank you, children. Here we end with the revision session. We will continue with the revision of chapter sorting materials into group in our next session as well. Have a wonderful day.